guys, this is I don't know what the fuck happened. My brain had a stroke. Hey guys, this is the Rose Unicorn here. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Molly, or I'm the Rose Unicorn, and I sometimes play The Sims 2, or I play other Sims content when I feel like uploading. Um, so there isn't really a whole lot I can do because my internet decided to take the whopping big kahuna and shit. So we're gonna be going over my this is number 3, isn't it? We're gonna be going over my Pleasantview sheet, and before you guys get really upset and kind of, or I'm not really upset, but like more curious, like what the hell fuck happened to my original Pleasantview? Nothing happened to my original Pleasantview. It's right here. I'll be actually going over both of them at the same time. So if you are looking for the original rotation of 1, 2, and 3 of Chrissy's Pleasantview, you are never gonna find it because when I got when I downloaded her hood that she put on her Discord, or their Discord, I'm sorry, their Discord. Not going to mistake pronouns today, no you're not a fan of that. Um, someone asked what round rotation is the Pleasantview one, and they said round 4. I'm like, well, okay, that makes sense. So we're playing, so this is round 4 of Chrissy's Pleasantview, what I have done thus far. And I'll be showing you my Pleasantview on round 3. Actually, I'm gonna show my Pleasantview first because a lot has changed in the past 3 generations. And the 3 were in round rotations. So I think the last video that you guys saw was round 2 of the Grunt family. A lot has changed there as well. So I have played, after that video went down, I played the rest of the rotation. So there isn't a round 1 or 2 of my Pleasantview. There's just actually there isn't round 1 of my Pleasantview. There's just round 2.5. And I don't remember what happened in that video. I think it's when I showed Tank getting married. Yeah, I think I showed Tank getting married. So I didn't really show anything about this at all. So the beginning of the my rotation is the Caligante Household, which should be kind of renamed to the Loner Household, but I'll worry about that later. So we have Nina Loner, Alora Caliente, Bailey Caliente, Chastity Caliente, AJ Loner, and Cove and Dylan Loner. So let me go over this entire thing if you are lost here. Same. So Nina ended up having triplets with Daniel Pleasant. So she has 3 daughters from Daniel, like I said, and Alora's a Pisces, Bailey's an Aries, and Chastity's a Pisces. I feel like Alora and Chastity are twins. There's like a feeling there, even though they're triplets. Um, and then Nina found AJ Loner, who stumbled into her apartment one day. They moved into a house. I think they're back in the original condo. No. No, they're not. They're in a house. Yes. They're in a house. They're in a house. They didn't move back into the original Caligante condo. I think someone did. I don't remember who, but I know someone did. So Nina is a level 3 in the dance career as a sim jazzerciser instructor. Her hobby is sports. Alora's hobby is arts and crafts. Bailey's hobby is fitness. And Chastity's hobby is tinkering. AJ Loner. He's an adult, a Gemini, a fortune, knowledge. He wants to become the head of the CIA, the Sim Criminal Something Agency. Uh, What? Oh, the Sim City Criminal Intelligence Agency. He's in the intelligence career at level 5, and he is a Renaissance communicator. And then the last 2 that were actually born at the end of round 3 was Cove and Dylan Loner. So Cove is a girl, and of course Dylan is a boy. They are both so Cove is a Virgo and Dylan is a Gemini, and they're both grown-ups, and then we become toddlers in round 4. So the second household is Mortimer, and Dina. Ooh, let me tell you. So, Mortimer, Dina finally got the man of her dreams, the old croaking fucker named Mortimer. Mortimer is retired in the scientist career at level 10. He wants to max out 7 skills, and he's a family with a first aspiration of knowledge. Dina, she is a Sagittarius. She's straight. She's fortunate. She's knowledge. She wants to become the presenter, which is the top of the entertainment career. She's in entertainment level 1, and she's a stand-up comedian. Now let's talk about the 4 little shitholes that are in this family. So Dina ended up having quadruplets. Not 1, not 2, but she ended up having 3. She ended up having Gemma, Holden, Gabriella, and Hayden. Gemma is a Taurus, Holden is an Aquarius, Gabrielle is also a Taurus, and Hayden's a Capricorn. And they will be aging into teenagers eventually in the 4th round. So the Lothario household. Consists of Cassandra Lothario, Don Lothario, Isabella, and Gianna. Cassandra is a Virgo. She's straight. She's family and knowledge. She wants to have 6 grandchildren. She's in the scientist career at level 3, and she's a field researcher. Dawn is in the medical career. Technically in the Institute it's called medicine, but I call it medical because it just makes a lot more sense for me to speak. In the medical career at level 4, and he's an intern. He wants to become the rock god for some reason. I have never changed his aspiration. Or not his aspiration, I never changed his lifetime wish. Woo. They have 2 daughters together. They have Isabella, who's a child. She's a Libra, and she'll be a grow-up. She will be probably a future romance sim. And they just had a new baby girl named Gianna, and she's an Aries. The Pleasant household. Let me talk about the Pleasants. So I already spoke about this. Daniel has triplets with Nina Caligante, but of course Mary Sue is unbelligerent and she does not know anything about the triplets, even though Daniel does pay almost 800 simoleons in child support every single week. So, Mary Sue just thinks of Daniel's being so kind and paying $800 to charity. Or something innate, I don't know. So they actually do end up having Mary Sue and Daniel at the beginning of the game. They have 2 daughters, Lilith and Angela. I will get into them and where they are in their life when I get to their household in the spreadsheet. But Daniel and Mary Sue ended up having twins. I mean twins, guys, twins. They ended up having twins, Jessica and Catherine. Jessica is a Sagittarius and Catherine is a Capricorn. They will be becoming teenagers in the 4th round. And their last daughter, well, they're not their final child, but they ended up having another daughter named Lizzie. She is a toddler currently, and she is a Virgo. Mary Sue is pregnant with baby number Angela, Lilith, Jessica, Catherine, Lizzie, and baby number 7. Oh, Mary Sue is number 7. Daniel has, God, what's 7 plus 3? 10? Oh. Daniel is level 9. He's out of career. He wants to have 20 lovers at once. His knowledge and romance is his aspiration. He's a coach. Mary Sue is level 3 in the politics career as a lobbyist. She wants to become a business tycoon. She's first fortune, secondary family. And she's straight. So let's go on to the Burb household, which is actually quite amazing at the same time. So John and Jennifer at the beginning of the game, they have a daughter named Lucy. She is currently at university right now. So John is a romance sim with a first aspiration of family. He wants to have 6 grandchildren. He is in the medical career at level 4. He is an intern. Jennifer Burb is his wife, previously known as Jennifer Pleasant. She's a Gemini. She's also straight. She's a fortune, but she's secondary knowledge. She wants to become a city planner. She is in the architecture career at level 4. So John and Jennifer ended up having back-to-back twins. Their first twins was Teddy and Olive. Teddy is a Libra and Olive's an Aquarius. And then they ended up having Henry and Jackson, also twins. Henry is an Aquarius and Jackson is a Scorpio. So Teddy and Olive will become teenagers in the 4th round, and Henry and Jackson will become children in the 4th round. I'm really sorry about that. I actually had to stop and take a drink. On to the Broke household. Ooh, let's talk about this shit. Brandy ended up having a daughter with Skip Broke and named Quinn. Quinn is an Aries. She'll be aging up into a teenager in the 4th rotation. Yay. Brandy ended up marrying Darren Dreamer, who was her husband. Her last name, I swear, is Dreamer. I swear it was Dreamer, but it's not. Okay. So she ended up marrying Darren Dreamer, And Darren has a son named Dirk, who I will again get back into a little bit later. Darren is an Aries, like Brandy and Quinn. He's knowledge, he's popularity. So is Brandy. Brandy never actually has a secondary aspiration for me, but I always make her a popularity sim. Brandy is level 3 in the education career as a high school teacher. Darren is level 4 in the gaming career as a gold farmer. He wants to become a mad scientist, but I definitely don't think that is true. I forgot to take down Brandy's aspiration. I'm so sorry. The new household member in this household is a little bit unfamiliar to you guys because that is none other than Ophelia Broke, or normally found as in Strangetown is Ophelia Nigmos. She is Brandy's daughter-in-law. So Ophelia is an adult. She's a Virgo. She is straight. Surely. She's family. I don't remember her secondary aspiration, but I will find that out for you guys in a minute or a little bit later when I get onto that portion of the video, or that portion of my session, my reading session. Ophelia wants to reach Gordon Anniversary. She's in the education career at level 7, and she is a high school principal, meaning that she is Brandy's boss. That is terrifying. Like, imagine being your mother-in-law's boss. Imagine being the boss of your mother-in-law. Terrifying. She ended up graduating university with some kind of good degree. I don't remember what degree, but it was a degree of some kind. Dustin Broke. Okay, so let me talk about Franklin first before we talk about Dustin. So Franklin Dreamer is the son of Darren and Brandy Dreamer. He is a toddler and he will, oh god, and he is a Pisces. So Dustin Broke, the prodigy child that nobody thought would go to college and graduate. Actually, that nobody thought that would make it past high school. And yet this motherfucker has exceeded the limits. He is an adult. He's Aries. He's a fortune sign with a secondary aspiration of romance. He wants to become the law. So I have a storyline in my game that if Dustin completed university like he did, that the SimCity Council would expunge his record and give him a chance in the law. Give him a fighting chance in the world as a law attorney. He is level 7 in the law career, and he's a family attorney, law attorney. The Oldies, oh, like my favorite household, but probably the most boring play in my personal opinion. We have Herb and Coral Oldie at the beginning of the game. They are just stuck in the family band, and they have only one child, and that is Mary Sue. And they ended up adopting a few more children after Mary Sue kind of grew up and got out of the house. They first adopted Jasmine Oldie, who is now Jasmine Grunt, and I will get into her in a little while. So Herb is level 5. He was level 5 in the business career and he retired, but now he's in music as a coffee shop sound engineer at level 3. He wants to woohoo 20 different sims. He is a romance secondary pleasure. Coral, his wife, she's family secondary knowledge. She wants to have 6 grandchildren. Bitch, you might as well. Well, I think you have more than 6. I think you have more than 6 at this point. She is in the medical career at level 3, and she's a retired nurse. So we have Abhijit. So we have a few of their children: Abhijit Oldie, Goopy, Stella, Molly, and Kalia. I think that's like, that's not how you spell her name, but that's just how I pronounce it. I'm sorry, but if you have that name, that name is really pretty. So Abhijit is a teenager. He's a Cancer. He's straight. He's family. He's secondary pleasure, and he wants to reach golden anniversary. Goopy. Yes, that is his name. Did I change it? No. Goopy is a child. He is a Libra. Stella is his sister. I would say his twin sister, but no, they're siblings. The same day, born on the same day, but born to different people. And adopted by the same people, so technically they are twins. I'm counting them as twins, I don't care. So she's a child, and she is a Leo. So we have Molly and Kalia. Or Kalia. Kalia? Kalia. I'm saying Kalia, I don't care if you forgot. So we have Molly, who's a toddler. She's a Libra. A Leo. A Libro? What the hell is a Libro? It's like a Leo and a Leo. It's a Leo and a Libra together. A Libro. Anyway. And we have Kalia, or Kalia, and she's a toddler, and I think she's a Libra. Then again, I can't be exactly too certain because I would have to jump into the game to actually find out, or jump into Simpy to find out, and we both know I'm not gonna do that. Y'all are getting a lot. You're getting like a whole freaking minute. So we have the Bachelor Household, which should be renamed to the Johnsons, but we don't talk about that. Anyway, so we have Bella Johnson, also known as Bella Bachelor, or formerly in the iconic of the gameplay, is Bella Goth. She is the founder. She, of course, she is the founder of this household. She's an adult. She's Cancer. She's straight. She's romance secondary family. She wants to become a rock god, and she's in the artist career at level 4 as a comic book penciler. So Darren Johnson is an NPC, or not an NPC. I think he's a townie. He's a townie. He's a tourist townie. He is a townie, and he's a Libra. He's straight. Family secondary fortune. He wants to reach a golden anniversary. He's in the law career at level 4, and he's a legal biller. So Bella ended up having triplets. Triplets. She ended up having triplets with a politician technician, and she has a daughter. She technically does have 3 kids, but in the family tree, is only counting as she has 2. So she has a daughter, Everly, and Everly is a Cancer, and she will be growing into a teenager in the 4th rotation. Oh, in the 3rd rotation. I guess I haven't actually played a whole round with these guys yet. But I am supposed to be on this household. That she will be aging up into a teenager in this rotation, I promise. Darren Johnson, like I said, is already mentioned. And Noelle Johnson, she's a baby right now, but she will be aging into a toddler in the 3rd rotation. And she's a Pisces. We have the Curious household. So we had Vinkin, Laszlo, Nervous, Oliver, Eric, and Andrea. So Pascal has moved out. He got married and had his gaggle of children. Nervous and Pascal never actually worked out because Pascal said, fuck you, I am now bi, and I'm going to marry somebody's wife. I'm gonna go marry somebody else. So, which is really sad, but we'll get into that a little bit. Why is Nervous living with the Curious siblings? I don't know. Just how that works, isn't it? So Vinkin, he's a founder, he's a Scorpio, he's straight, he's a knowledge secondary fortune, he wants to max out 7 skills, he's in the scientist career at level 5 as a project leader, so is Laszlo. Laszlo is an adult, he's also a Scorpio, he's straight, he's a knowledge, he's family, he wants to become education minister, he is in the science career at level 5, and he's a project leader. So we have Nervous Fuda, don't get it wrong with Nut Fuda. The last name's Fuda, I'm aware. So Nervous Fuda, who's a roommate, he is a Cancer, he's gay. He's a family sim, a popularity. I do not remember what his lifetime wish was. Oopsies. And he's in the architecture career at level 3, and he's an architect's apprentice. So we have Eric Fuda, also known as Nervous's husband, and he's a Cancer. He is also gay. He is a family sim, pleasure, and he wants to have 6 grandchildren. He's in the oceanography career at level 3, and he's a SLRA. I don't know what that means. So let's talk about the curious babies that are in this household. And I'll get over to who the hell Andrew Curious is in a minute. So Oliver Curious is Finnegan's son, and he's a toddler, and he's a Capricorn, and he'll be growing up into a child in the 3rd rotation of this household when I get to it. Intra Fuda, also known as Crystal Vu. Yes, my game changed her name. It was Andrea Welland, and now she's Andrea Curious. Anyway, she's the sister-in-law. She's a Scorpio. She is straight. She's fortune, secondary knowledge, and she wants to become a law, and she is a law career at level 4 is a legal biller. And there is a adoptive baby, Fuda, coming into the household when I start that round. So we have the Smith household. Nothing really kind of different about the Smith household, except for the fact that Jill is not in it. So we have Paul, Jenny, Peter, and Johnny. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Johnny, why the fuck are you back in this household, and why the fuck are you married? We'll talk about that. So we have Paul, who's a politician of Technician 9, or what I call him Paul. He is straight, he's a Pisces, he's family secondary knowledge. He wants to have 6 grandchildren. He's in the scientist career at level 10, and he is retired. I kind of feel like he would be like an alien test subject, so he would be retired from the scientist career in my kind of canon gameplay. Although he actually is retired. He doesn't actually have a job. I just think that he's retired. Anyway, so Danny is his lovely, lovely going wife. She's a Taurus, she's straight, she's family secondary romance, which is spicy. She wants to reach the golden anniversary. She is in the medical career at level 4 and she's an intern. So Johnny Smith has graduated from university and he is heartbroken. The love of his life, his best friend, his golden hoe, this day one, the person that he dated, his high school sweetheart, went off and went off and married freaking Dustin broke. So he moved back in with his parents because his parents are welcoming with open arms as long as he pays the bills and does the work properly and finds a woman and hopefully settles the fuck down. Or in Jenny's case, give me a fucking grandkid. So Johnny is a Gemini. He's straight. He's popularity, fortune, and he wants to become a space pirate. So now the Spectre household, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Why the fuck does Olive have the Newson children in her household? Well, let's talk about that. Olive ended up I have another headcanon that the Sin City has expunged Olive's record of adoption, and she was illegally allowed to foster and adopt the Newson six. However, for Gabriella and Garrett, Gabrielle and Garrett were given up for adoption. Gabriella is actually now in the Grant household, and Garrett is now in the Curious household. For Chloe. Is now Chloe's son. Anyway, so Gavin is the adopted son. He's a teenager. He's a Sagittarius. He's straight, fortune, secondary knowledge, and he wants to become the business tycoon, but he's in the architecture career at level 1, and he's a cement user. Olive is the founder. She's an elder. She's a Scorpio. She's straight, knowledge, secondary fortune. She's in the paranormal career at level 5, and she's a medium, which seems very fitting for her age. We have 2 children. We have the twins, Gabriella and Gallagher. Gabriella is a Cancer, and Gallagher is a Cancer, and Gabriella and Gallagher are both Cancers, and they will become teenagers in the 3rd rotation. Gavin is not going to university. I don't feel like he would, to be honest. But I will give him a random degree saying that he went to community college. Let's go on to the Grant family because a lot has changed and a lot is different here. Okay, let me fix something. Oh god, we're up to 22 minutes in this recording. Awesome. Anyway, I'm actually going to stop this recording right here because I have to do something, but I will see you guys back in a second.